Be seated. Now I want you to remember that no bastard ever won a war by dying for his country. He won it by making the other poor dumb bastard die for his country. Now, all that stuff you've heard about America not wanting to fight, wanting to stay out of the war, is a lot of horse dung. Americans traditionally love to fight. All real Americans love the sting of battle. When you were kids, you all admired the champion marble shooter, the fastest runners, the big league ball players, and the toughest boxers. Americans love a winner and will not tolerate a loser. Americans play to win all the time. I wouldn't give a hoot in hell for a man who lost and laughed. That's why Americans have never lost and will never lose a war, because the very thought of losing is hateful to Americans. An army is a team. It lives, it eats, it sleeps, it fights as a team. This individuality stuff is a bunch of crap. Those bilious bastards who wrote that stuff about individuality for the Saturday Evening Post don't know anything more about real battle than they do about fornicating. Now, we have the finest food and equipment, the best spirit, and the best men in the world. You know, by God, I actually pity the poor bastards we're going up against. By God, I do. We're not just going to shoot the bastards. We're going to cut out their living guts and use it as grease for the treads of our tanks. We're going to murder those lousy Hun bastards by the bushel. Now, some of you boys, I know, are wondering whether or not you'll chicken out under fire. Don't worry about it. I can assure you that you all will do your duty. The Nazi are the enemy. Wade into them. Spill their blood. Shoot them in the belly. When you put your hand into a bunch of goo that a moment before was your best friend's face, you'll know what to do. Now, another thing to remember. I don't want to get any messages saying that we are holding on to our position. We're not holding anything. Let the Hun do that. We're not interested in holding on to anything except the enemy. We're gonna hold on to him by the nose. We're gonna kick him in the ass. We're gonna kick the hell out of him all the time, like crap through a goose. Now, men, there is one thing that you will be able to say when you get back home, and you may thank God for it. 30 years from now, when you're sitting around your fireside with your grandson on your knee, and he asks you, "What did you do during the Great World War II?" You won't have to say, "Well, I shoveled shit in Louisiana." All right now, you sons of bitches. You know how I feel. Oh, I will be proud to lead you wonderful guys into battle. Anytime, anywhere. That's all.